What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Anything But ASIC. And today, today we got some all-time highs. Forget your Dogecoin, forget your Shiba Inus. It's time to get to business. It's time to get down to business. On the first part of the news, a large well has moved 300,000 Ethereum and is positioning himself to catch a really good day, a really good couple of years from now. Um, it's basically a millionaire at this point, and I can assume that there's more out there, more wells like that out there, ready to just pounce and sell, get what they need, and get out, and then hold and stake and make more money. So Bitcoin, like I said, it's all time high again. Litecoin is pushing up. This is a triple top, and it's starting to look like 2017 again. Let's see. Helium's doing great. As I said, I expect it to be in the top 30 sometime here soon before the end of the year. With everything that's come out with it, I already talked about it. Cardino has pulled itself up by its bootstraps and has cracked the top 100 within the last few days. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't really looked into it, but Cardino is one of those projects that it's not that they came out of nowhere. It's just that it's very complicated. It's a very complicated project. Dash is pulling itself up by its bootstraps, and I'm hoping it's getting on its way. It doesn't look like anything's stopping Dash and Litecoin. Two very useful cryptocurrencies out there that I'm not saying people should be using, but they definitely hold their merit as far as speed goes. Zcash getting a little bit of hype here and there, a little whispers here and there. With Zcash following the footsteps of Bitcoin, possibly quote unquote replacing Bitcoin at some point years down the road, and it's doing well. Basic attention token, it looks like it had a little bit of pump. It's back up, like I said, triple top. It was here a couple of days ago, and once again, it looks like the support for that, the cutoff is about 125, 126. There's a ceiling right there that needs to pass. All right, and see, segueing out. We're done with the Doge coins. Segueing out. Here's something that I came across. Sonum Space. I was reading into this. Things that pop out to me right away at the beginning when you open the page. OpenSea. OpenSea has been around. I've been hearing about it a lot. OpenSea seems to be, say that 3 times fast, a project that seems to be in a lot of cryptocurrencies as of lately. Anything with OpenSea, I'm starting to think that it's going to be. I'm starting to think it's going to be a very, very supported project, and probably something you should get in. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. I'm gonna say that again. But one thing that bothers me about this project is the live forever. Basically, the AI will be watching you. Automatic recording mode of yourself on your own property for future AI analysis to bring your avatar to life. So basically, when your physical body is long gone, people can still talk to you basically, and someone, not you because you're not there physically, will technically own your property, own yourself, your past self, and can fill in for you. That doesn't seem like it's gonna end well. Just throwing that out there. But ever since Metaverse, Facebook has turned itself to Meta and created the Metaverse or whatever, which was already there. A lot of these projects like this, basically these Ready Player One type projects where you just stay your whole life in this virtual world, has been popping up. They've just been popping up everywhere, and this is I'm gonna say here, this is the new Dogecoin. This is the new Inushibu's Shinas. I don't know. This is a new Dogecoin craze. Let's talk about another article. This kind of caught my eye back in November 3rd. Basically, hardcore Bitcoiners are understandably skeptical about Blockstream's liquid sidechain, but as the Bitcoin ecosystem grows, we're going to need more services backed by Bitcoin that the Bitcoin network itself can't provide. Liquid is a semi-centralized sidechain that, crucially, has no unnecessary crap coin. This block series will discuss some of the use cases and are not possible to Spectre hardware and Spectre desktop integration with Liquid that might interest Bitcoiners the most. Now, honestly, this is another project that just doesn't need to be made. Every time Bitcoin's not hasn't Bitcoin's going trying to go. Let me clear this out. Bitcoin has tried to be private for some time. Me being in the privacy currencies, I know for a fact that every time anything becomes private or near private as Zcash, the SEC goes after it. They go after the exchanges and they make it very difficult for you to use those coins or move those coins around. So this just, like I said, Dash has been telling Bitcoin that the mixer's there for quite some time. Dash is not a privacy coin. It's just got the mixer that makes it somewhat private. Not to mention the atomic slot Monero and the Lightning Network itself is somewhat private. So this is just a service that's not needed. You can go. I'll leave the article in the description so you can read it later. But this just caught my eye, and I just kind of flipped the table on this one. Because once again, somebody trying to offer something we don't need in the cryptocurrency space. Let's see. And for the last thing I'm going to talk about, Orion. Yeah, this is an old meme. Basically, this is an old meme where, let me see if I can look it up. Oh, I'm not going to look it up. I'm just going to describe it. This is an old meme where there's this guy, he said, I invested in stable coins and it hasn't gone up or down in price. I thought you said all cryptocurrencies were speculative. And here we are now. Orion, a Ethereum project, hosting coins that are on the Ethereum network, now offering interest. Is this the end of banking? Is this what we're gonna do now? Is this where you should park your money? If you're just afraid of the banks just going away, afraid of banks eroding its worth, the dollar being eroded, USD eroding worth. Is this where you should park your money now? This is a question. This is a good question. This may be onto something, and like I said, this is maybe another project that blows up. You get in early, and yeah, I'm like I said, I'm gonna leave the description. I'm gonna leave the link in the description so you guys can look it up. It seems pretty simple, cut and dry. You buy some stable coins, you get tracked and traced. You put it on this lending platform that acts like a normal traditional bank, and your stable coins gain interest over time. A stable interest, looks like. Of course, Gate.io, PancakeSwap, Uniswap's with here. I guess this is another farming device for DeFi, Uniswap, all those things, those entity farming things. And I'm just gonna leave it there. Like I said, this does seem interesting on the surface, but does this make Bitcoin obsolete? If you can just buy a stable coin and let it gain interest and just wait it out and just constantly invest and wait it out as it gains interest. All right, guys. Take care. Things are getting crazy. I forgot to talk about how the cargo containers coming into the port. I heard this earlier, that things coming from China to the U.S. on the ports every cargo container that by day is going to be have a fine. It's going to have a fee, and that's going to be most likely that fee is not going to be passed to the company. It's going to be passed to the customer, and that's going to make things very, very. Uh, it's going to make things just more expensive. Just expect everything next year to just be ridiculously expensive. And if you haven't gotten on some kind of grind and are working, not working two jobs and working yourself to death, you're just going to basically be poor. Hopefully you guys stay in the crypto space. Hopefully you guys hunker down. Hopefully guys you got your bags packed, because there are gonna be a lot of people jumping into this space just trying to get away from just the madness that's outside in the real world. It's created and it's artificially created. I'm not even gonna get onto like the scarcity that's happening with so-called food, quote unquote. There was artificially created some meat processing plant or some kind of plant that makes just processes food. It's all fake. It's all fake. I'm gonna go. You guys stay safe. I'm out of here.